making the defense pay.
(16-2) away from Oshkosh. Cameron Reynolds on a two-way deal, knocks down a three, and Wisconsin has hit on its opening two shots.
Good friendly competition so far.
DJ Hogue on the drive. It's Reynolds from the left side, splash. Cameron Reynolds.
Gets to the basket way too easy. Good job by Lamar Peters.
Frank Mason comes right back at you with Andrew White the third off target from three. Cameron Reynolds, the lefty, takes it in against Irvin and scores. They lost their first game of the season and then rattled off 12 wins in a row. There's Mason the third again. The floater goes. Jones out rebounds Irvin and will push it. Jones from coast to coast. As Walt Frazier would say, try this out for size, D-Nick. That was some Matador defense, huh?
Exactly.
Peters, the handles, the step back. Peters left it short. Hess was on skates. Now numbers the other way. Mason lays it in.
Good hustle.
Rab got denied. Gilmore the third with a vicious block. Spent the early part of the season on an NBA contract with the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's into A.J. Hess, and he knocks it in. 6-point lead for Wisconsin, at one point led by 8. Bogues crossing over, driving in on Peters, and one.
Yeah, making a move on the spin a couple of possessions ago.
Reynolds fires it to May, who scores over Wright. The longtime basketball pro with stints in both the NBA and G League, I'm David Resnick. Tyler Hall wanted it again. Peters made a poor decision. Offensive rebound, Wisconsin just a little bit quicker to the 50-50 balls. And Jones crossing over gets to the rim.
Leon Gilmore, the third on Ivan Rabb.
White the third got caught in the air and just bounced it to a spot. DJ Hogue is back in there. He lost it. Hess. That's a three. Randolph recovers, spins around Moore and knocks it down at the end of the shot clock. Cutter, Bonds, collects himself, and the rejection by Gilmore. The help defense leads to the run out. Randolph, fancy off the window. Bogues got up there, scooped it up and scores. Extra possession for Wisconsin, and the Herd cashes in by extending the lead to 8.
If you attack them, you're going to get open lanes like this one here. Ooh, good block.
Patton got his hand in there. About 2 minutes before showing some discomfort in his lower back, and he has not returned to the floor since leaving. Mason and one. Kick out Hogue. Now Reynolds driving. And he just leans in and puts it off the glass. Off the rim for Rabb. Working on that outside shot.
Got to. And one. He needs space and time to shoot.
Wisconsin recovers though with 10 to shoot. Mason uses the screen. Mason throws to the rim. Patton with the left hand. Hogue, baseline drive, hanging and hitting for his first bucket of the game. Andrew White the third, who in the first half was 0 of 4 from beyond the arc, cashes in to cut the deficit to just 2 prior to the drive by Luke May.
I would just say keep shooting. Do what you do best.
That's what the
you know,
say.
and do do what is going to keep you on the court.
Hogue sizing up Hall. Now it's Mason the third. Driving in, pivoting, and splashing it through.
They're not backing down. They don't care if they're first place or last place. They're playing with a chip on their shoulder so far here in the third quarter. With guys like talent like that, it's going to come down to his mental, because he has all the skill and the ability to do anything he wants on the basketball floor. It's going to take the mental part as, oh man, that was a tough finish.
Justin Patton driving on Rab, falling away. That's a high arcer that settles through after a member's bounce. Weren't expecting that.
No, I wasn't, but I'm a go
contrarian,
back at you.
I'm sorry. It's just my nature.
You still have, it's you have 10 seconds to bounce it.
Wright got his hand on the offensive rebound but couldn't reel it in. Now it's Gilmore, who was a pest in the first half, hopping off of one leg and banking it in.
Shifty getting the bump, still finishing off the opposite leg. Sorry.
You have limits. Pushed up to Reynolds and a transition slam.
And let's run through the wall for him. And that's how this Wisconsin team plays. They play hard, they play together, and they punish you every time you make a mistake defensively.
Mason rimmed out, Patton there, and one.
Tyler Hall has to get in front.
Above the percentage where it is, around 30%.
Can you imagine if he had a three-point percentage like J.J. Moore? Ooh. Wow.
Ooh is right. Knicks are hanging around. Frank Mason just speeds by everybody. Forced inside, knocked away, ball loose, and it leads to another break. For Randolph, Tyler Hall collects the ball.
Ooh.
On 21 shots. Urban's going to drive it in against Hogue, and that's a block by Patton. Big shot for Mason.
They can get some stops. Oh.
Patton with the slam.
Stops in a row here for Westchester.
Knicks couldn't get one as Jones on the offensive glass follows. White the third got blocked, but it's down to Rab. It's thrown out of the reach of Peters.
They put themselves in position to win this game. Got to get a stop here, though.
Mason drives in, and just like he has all game,